Hi guys, it's Mark from Totally Silenced Tech. Now today we're looking at a keyboard that was sent to me from banggood.com. Now this is the V Pro mechanical keyboard. I've been using this keyboard for quite a while and I'm fairly impressed with it to a point. Now it's easy to forget, being a tech YouTuber, that not everyone can afford the highest end keyboards from the likes of CORSAIR and Razer. I certainly don't want my channel to not cater for people on a budget, and to help people out even more I'm going to be giving away this keyboard at the end of the video, so definitely stay tuned for details of how you can get your hands on the V Pro mechanical as the giveaway starts now. The full name of this keyboard is called the Rapoo V500, but I've shortened it a little bit and changed it to the V Pro mechanical because because I'm reviewing it and I think it sounds a lot cooler. But the keyboard comes in at 53 UK pounds or $74.99 US dollars. So it's not exactly that cheap when you compare it to the likes of the Cooler Master Quickfire Storm, which I found on Amazon for $69.99 US dollars, and it comes with real Cherry MX Blue switches. So what exactly does the V Pro have going for it? Well, the V Pro's main trick is RGB lights. Now this bumps up the cost of any keyboard dramatically. Now I personally don't think it's a good idea choosing RGB lighting over things like build quality, warranty and support, performance, and you're more than likely going to get a key switch with a shorter lifespan. Although the keyboard does look very nice and I do love its design, its lighting effects and even the build quality is pretty good, but lighting on any keyboard should always be a second thought. So all I'm saying is, if you're considering buying a keyboard like this, then you're sacrificing all the things I've previously mentioned. If we take a closer look at the V Pro, the base seems quite solid. Its metal front not only strengthens the keyboard, it also helps highlight the RGB lighting, but further down from that, the base is made of white ABS glossy plastic, which is also housed in another layer of clear plastic, but situated in between the two we find even more lighting, a light strip which goes all the way around the keyboard. Unfortunately, you can't change the RGB effect of this light strip at all, which I found extremely frustrating and infuriating, as matching this keyboard's lighting to my own setup is impossible due to it constantly changing colour. But overall, underneath it does look pretty premium. It has some very nice flip out feet and they feel very well made and they should last a very long time. But the keycaps, if we move on to them, as previously mentioned, they are not Cherry MX switches, but instead I believe we find some black Kale switches. After testing these switches, I found a few differences. They seem to feel a lot more springy compared to Cherry's, acquiring just a little bit more actuation force. Also, the keycaps across the whole board definitely has some inconsistencies in feel when applying the same amount of pressure. Saying that though, the V Pro definitely feels like a mechanical keyboard and it should be regarded as one, and overall it's fine for using, playing games and typing. But it's also possible, and I thought this was a neat feature because the keycaps you get with the V Pro look very generic, it's also possible to change the switches itself because they're Cherry MX compatible. They are the exact same design. I think the V Pro could look pretty awesome with some custom keycaps, as the generic ones are definitely the biggest weakest point of the look of the keyboard. But we're going to move on now guys to a quick sound test of the V Pro so you can hear for yourself how these keys sound. Onto the keyboard's lighting effects, and I'm not exactly sure we get the full colour RGB spectrum here, but overall the effects are pretty good. You can switch between the different lighting effects by holding down the FN key and pressing through F1 to F12, or you can use the included software. The V Pro's effects range from RGB cycle, single colours and various other effects. Dimming the lights is also an option, as well as turning them off completely, which will also disable the light bar underneath. So as a summary, I think the V Pro is pretty good, but the fact that you can buy mechanical keyboards with Cherry MX switches at a lesser price renders it a little bit void in my opinion. But that's not to say it's bad, far from it. I was pleasantly surprised by it, and it will probably last you, if you buy one, a very long time. The V Pro's overall features are pretty much untouched at this price point, but sacrifices have been made, and let's face it, if you're going to get rock solid support from much bigger known brands, it's a far better option than RGB lights. But now onto the giveaway, guys. If you want to be in with a chance of winning the V Pro mechanical keyboard, all you have to do is write down in the comment section down below on why you would like to win this keyboard, and also you have to obviously be subscribed. But anyway guys, once again, I've been Marcus from Totally Silenced Tech. Goodbye.